What's up YouTube? For today's video, we have a full worst electric types team. Now this is quite an interesting thing. There's a lot of electric Pokemon and there's quite a few Pokemon that could possibly fit in this team. I'm going to give my opinion on them and I'm actually picking the Pokemon that come up the most out of many different sources. Anyway people, I'm streaming tonight. Make sure you come follow me on Twitch, Pimpnite YT. If you haven't followed already, you got to follow. You got to come to the streams. We're going to be doing some shiny hunting and maybe some battles too. I'll be doing that about an hour after this video has been uploaded. So, you know, if you're not watching this straight away, check this battle out and then come to the stream. Alright, so we have a battle. This one's on my Discord, and this one gets echoed. Also, thanks to all the people that rocked up to the stream yesterday. It was awesome. We had an awesome battle stream. We did single battles, multi-battles. So tonight we'll be going for shiny Deoxys. So we're up to about 1100 resets, but you definitely want to catch that stream, guys. Link is in the description as well. Alright, so we have a Shinichi going for the Phantom Force. Now, on this Electrode set, I've got a physical one. Now, I've got the Foul Play, which is going to break the Focus Ash. However, I don't think it's going to be able to get around it. It may swap out. So I've got this Zebstrika with Pursuit. I thought that'd be a nice Pokemon to swap in case the Shinichi does actually swap out, you know, fearing maybe a Flame Charge, which is more of a, you know, a move that, or Overheat, something like that on Zebstrika. However, it's going to stay in and hit me with a Shadow Sneak. It's not going to do too much, and I'm going to take out the Shinichi in one shot. I love how the health bar goes down really, really slowly. Okay, so Zebstrika and Electrode, they're actually very similar. They're both quite barren in their move pool. They've got nice high speed. Their offensive stats aren't, they're nothing amazing, but they're not terrible. They're actually very, very similar, so they're not used a hell of a lot. Yeah, they've got their differences, but I feel they're like actually quite similar Pokemon, other than their typing, of course. So anyway, they're not very used a lot either, obviously for that reason. So now we've got Levany coming in. It's going to go for a me first and steal my Flame Charge and take out my Zebstrika. Now that was a bulky Zebstrika, by the way. Amazingly bulky, people. A Spark, Flame Charge, Pursuit, and a Bounce. Max health and a max attack with the Sap Sipper and the Assault Vest as the item. So now we got the Levany. It's going to go for the Bug Bite on my Stunfisk. Now Stunfisk always gets a lot of hate. Obviously it doesn't get a lot of use. I love Stunfisk, but you know, I can definitely see why it's you know, it's probably one of the worst ones there. So anyway, on this set, we've got a physical one. We've got Bounce with Flameum. So I had to do this, people. I had to do this. This is the greatest move. Stunfisk. I mean, Stunfisk is definitely up there with my favorite Pokemon. So we've got Earthquake for stab, Spark for stab, and Acrotail just for some coverage too. We got the ability as Static. A lot of my team actually had Static. So I'm going to get rid of the Levany there, which was nice. Now we got the Ariados coming out. So I can go for a Earthquake here, or I can go for an Aquatail. So now we've got the Ariados go for a Toxic Threat. Now, Toxic Threat is going to poison me and drop my speed by one stage. Not a move you really see too often, but it is pretty cool. Obviously, Stunfisk, I mean, Stunfisk is quite bulky. It's just its typing's not the greatest in the world. And once again, it doesn't hit, its speed's low. It's actually got a nice move pool. It's got some really cool moves it learns. But it's overall bulky. It's pretty bulky, but it's got low speed, and its offense isn't like amazing, and obviously its typing and its abilities aren't that great. So it's got Limber as well, which is terrible. So it hasn't got a lot of things going for it, but it does have like a lot of things going for it. It's hard to kind of say, but I'm sure you get what I mean. Hopefully you get what I mean. So anyway, with the Ariados lives on 1 health, merch available, and well, it's close to health, 1 health, and now I'm going to get hit by the Venom Drench. Now Venom Drench is a really cool move. If you are poisoned, it actually drops your attack and special attack. If you're not poisoned, the move actually fails. So once again, not a move you really see too often. So that's going to go down. Stunfisk taking out 2 Pokemon. I'm very, very proud of that. So now we got 72 health. Since it's such a slow Pokemon, I don't expect it to, you know, be living too much longer. So we got the Scyther coming in. Now Scyther is going to go for the Focus Energy. Now that's going to increase the critical hit ratio on the Scyther. I'm guessing it probably has Scope Lens, right? So go for the Spark. Does pretty good damage on the Scyther, and they're going to paralyze too. So Spark has a chance of actually paralyzing, which is nice too. Okay, so another little round of toxic damage. Obviously, I'm going to go down to the next attack, but man, Stunfisk did really, really good here. So now we got the Scyther, the special Scyther going for the Silverwind, crits me and gets a boost. Oh man, I was trying to get that, I had a Scyther like that. I was trying to get a Silverwind boost for like ages and it never ever happened. So now we got the Stunfisk going down. We got the Electrode though. We still got that. So I can go for the Wild Charge or the Explosion here. I thought either would be pretty good. So the Sticky Web is on the field. However, the Scyther is actually paralyzed. If the Scyther wasn't paralyzed, it would have actually outsped me and, would hit me with like a pretty powerful attack. However, it's going to go down to the Wild Charge from the Electrode. So I'm going to take a little bit of recoil damage. Now we got the Dustox, so I know that I'm probably not going to be able to take Dustox out with a Wild Charge. I may as well go for the Explosion, get as much damage off as possible, in case it tries to set up on me too, and then I can bring a fresh Pokemon in. So going for the Explosion, it does just a little bit over half health. Obviously, it's a very bulky Dustox. Not that Electrode has the greatest attack stat in the world either. So it's going to go for Sludge Bomb, and it's got the Black Sludge as the recovery item too. So now I'm going to bring in Alolan Golem. So Alolan Golem, once again, is one of those Pokemon that really doesn't get a lot of use, obviously due to its typing and things like that too. It's got a cool ability. I like its ability. Actually, let's go over what my set was more importantly. So we got the Galvanize ability, guys. We got Hyper Beam, Galvanize. So normal type moves are turned into electric, and that is going to take out the Dustox in one Hyper Beam. We've got Fire Blast in there too. We got Focus Miss and a Volt Switch. Now Volt Switch was just good for scouting, and we got Choice Specs as the item. So the last Pokemon is Sonic. Man, this Pokemon's a troll. So it's going to go for the Bug Buzz. I'm going to like a recharge at the moment. I'm not sure if it got max or min damage there, but I'm guessing, at this point I was like, well, I'm probably not going to live the next one in case, it might get min damage. If it does, I may just live. If it doesn't, I'm going to go down. So yeah, it's going to take out my Golem. It did a pretty good chunk of damage to me earlier on, so I wasn't really expecting to live that one. So now it's got the speed boost up, so it's going to be able to outspeed the rest of my Pokemon team. I'm going to go into Pachirisu here. Now, Pachirisu has some pretty cool gimmicks on it, but overall, it has really poor offense, and it's just made for really, I guess, support. So we got the Bug Buzz coming from I nearly called it Yarmega, from the Yarmna again. On this set, right, someone's going to get, someone's going to be like, you pronounced it wrong. So anyway, we got on this set, let me see, Super Fang, Nuzzle, Sweet Kiss, and Attract. This set was pure scum, right? So we got Super Fang to drop the opponent's health half. We got Nuzzle to paralyze them. We got Sweet Kiss to confuse them, and we've got Attract for infatuation. So basically, if you get all three of those things up, the opponent cannot do anything. This is Soul Fest. Anyway, so going for the Nuzzle there. I know even with the with all the speed boosts up, I'm not going to be able to speed it. It's just more handy if the opponent gets paralyzed, right? So now I'm living on 21 health here. I could go for another Super Fang after this. Nuzzle really isn't doing a lot of damage. On this, we've also got max health and max speed is the EVs. So it's going to go for Ancient Power. It doesn't get a boost, thank goodness. And that's my Pachirisu down. So we got another Pokemon. Also, people, the question of today: what is the worst electric type Pokemon? Let me know in the comment section. I forgot to ask that at the beginning. I want to know what you guys think is the absolute worst one. If you don't really think any are worse or whatever, you don't want to answer that one, what do you think's the best one? Let me know. Okay, so we got the Electivire coming in. This is a special Electivire. It's going to pop my Air Balloon. I had to run Air Balloon on one of these Pokemon. Had such a big weakness to ground. Going for the Flamethrower, and it lives! Guess what, guys? It's got a Focus Band. I was worried here. I was like, okay, well, if this Flamethrower doesn't take it out, I'm gone, right? Because I'm going to get outsped. Okay, so go for Flamethrower on the Yumna. It's going to go for a Bug Buzz. I'm going to be able to just lift this one, hoping the Flamethrower actually takes it out and Focus Band doesn't kick in. And thank goodness for me, it doesn't kick in, and that goes down. Sonic the Hedgehog goes down. I think they just called it Sonic because it had speed boost. Alright, so the second battle we have on my Discord, this one was against Salt Surfer. We've got Fat Puddle, which is the Alolan Grimer. Now this time I'm leaning with Alolan Pokemon too, my Alolan Golem. So I've got Hyper Beam on this. I've also got Fire Blast. So I decided to go for Fire Blast if it was a physical set. I'm trying to go for that bird. It's about a 3-hit KO. So now we got the Grimer going for the Toxic. It could definitely be a bulky Everlight stalling set. I actually need a drink right now. I'm stalling with this drink at the moment. So anyway, I'm locked into Fire Blast. I'm just hoping it actually lands, which it does. Gets a pretty good damage off, almost taking out, and I get the burn. So that was really, really good. It's going to be a special set, so it's got Snarl. So I'm guessing that was, maybe it's like more defensive, and then Snarls to drop the opponent's special attack. So pretty interesting set there. Sorry, I only just had my drink then. So anyway, I can finish this off with the Fire Blast, or I can swap, decide to stay in and go for the Fire Blast, and that is going to be enough to take out the Alolan Grimer. Now, guys, we've got a really interesting battle at the end of this video. Make sure you stick around for the whole thing. It's pretty dang good. So, now we got the next Pokemon coming out, which is the Wailord. So I'm locked into my Fire Blast. I'm not really liking this matchup. So Wailord probably isn't the most threatening Pokemon for this team because they're all electric types. So I thought, let's see what we can do here. So going into my Electrode, it's going to be a physical set going for the Liquidation. Does pretty good damage to me. Does about 3/4. I'm going to get a static, which is really nice. And I've got the Citrus Berry on this set too. Citrus Berry, there was this there because there's wild charge, recall damage, and that kind of thing. So I've got I thought I'm going to take a risk here. Let's go for the charge. I think I may just leave a Liquidation or very, very close. So charging my power, people. Now, what charge does, not only does it boost your special defense, it actually boosts the power of your next electric type attack. So I'm going to get the Paralyzed on the Wailord, which is very, very important there. Going for the wild charge, and I'm going to take the Wailord out in one shot. That was really lucky there. If I got hit by Liquidation, it would have been like touch and go. I definitely would have gone down anyway because of the recall of... Wailord's got so much health and wild charge. Okay, so in comes the big bad counter, which is Mudsdale. I'm like, well, there's not much I can do here. So let's go for the explosion against Mudsdale. This Pokemon really, not only was it difficult, it trolled me hard. So I'm going to get half damage with the explosion. I was actually really happy about that. Now, it's going to go for Earthquake. I can't swap any of my Pokemon into this at all. So it's got the leftovers, which is kind of annoying too. I've got to take this out. This is such a huge threat to my team. So bringing in the Alolan Golem, I can't go for Hyper Beam. I can go for Fire Blast. So Fire Blast misses, and now Mudsdale's going to be able to go for the Earthquake, and that is going to take out my Golem. Damn, I really needed that one to hit. The Choice Specs Fire Blast would have done some decent damage. Not saying it would have taken out, but it would have put it in range for maybe another Pokemon to take out. Okay, so instead of getting hit by Fire Blast, it's going to get some more leftovers recovery, making it even that more harder to take out. So now I've got my Electivire. I'm actually starting to get desperate here because not a lot of my Pokemon to actually deal with this thing very well. So going for the Flamethrower, hoping I can get a burn on this set. Now, I forgot to actually tell you what this set was. This was a Electric Terrain, Thunder, Flamethrower, and Psychic. We got max special attack and max speed. So now it can't hit me with the Earthquake because I've got an air balloon. However, it does land a rock slide off against me, popping my balloon, and now I'm going to get free to hit with the Earthquake. So going for a Flamethrower, I really, really need a burn on this thing. I really, really do need it, and it doesn't happen. And now the Mudsdale is going to go for the Earthquake and take me out. So you're probably thinking, oh, it doesn't have stamina. So I also noticed that too. So I knew there was two abilities that I had left, right. I know that for a fact that it had Inner Focus as its hidden ability, and it also had Own Tempo. So like, what one of these does it actually have? So I was like, I'm about to test this theory real quick. This could end up really, really bad. So I brought in Pachirisu, went for the Sweet Kiss, and it's got Own Tempo. Oh no, I'm about to get owned by Own Tempo. So now it's going to hit me with the Earthquake. And yeah, Pachirisu is not going to be able to lift this one, guys. It's down. So I've only got 2 more Pokemon left, and they've got 4 left. Guys, I've got to clutch back into this battle. So Mudsdale's getting some more leftovers recovery. I've really got to take this out. It's absolutely destroying me at the moment. So your god has come in, which is a Stunfisk. So now I'm going to go for the Aqua Tail against Mudsdale. I outspeed and hit the Aqua Tail against the Mudsdale, and that is going to take it out. Man, it came through there. Stunfisk coming through again, people. Mudsdale is down. So now we got the Braxion. So I can go for the Earthquake here and try and take this thing out. So that's going to go for the Flame Charge, boosting its speed by 1 stage. Not that it really mattered. It was always going to outspeed me, but it may be like Modest Nature or something. I wasn't really sure what the set it was actually running. So anyway, going for the Earthquake. Does big damage, but misses the KO. It definitely got Everlight there, and Asta's barking in the background. So now it's going to go for Heat Wave. Like I thought, it was trying to boost its speed and go for a special attack move. It's going to hit me with a Heat Wave. I'm going to finish off I nearly called it Delphox, with the Spark there. Kinnekins goes down to the Spark. So we've got 2 Pokemon remaining. Now, the next one is Oricorio. So this is another electric-type Pokemon that could have made this team. There's a couple. So now we got the Oricorio going for the Air Slash. It doesn't have a lot to actually hit me. It's going to try and flinch me right. It doesn't happen, people. It's got the Life Orb, which is really nice. I can go for the Spark here, which is the best move. I've got to throw it. Now, that's about a 2-hit KO with the Life Orb damage. So now we got the Teeter Dance coming from Oricorio. I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go. The filthy scum's coming out now. So I'm going to go for Spark again. That is my best option, people. Stunfisk gets through and takes out the Oricorio with the Spark. Man, the MVP right now. So it's taking out the Mudsdale. It's taking out the Braxion. It's taking out the Oricorio. The last Pokemon is the Starbuck, which is the Swordsbuck. So I'm going to go for I think I went for the Spark to try and get it paralyzed. And that's going to take me out the Horn Leech. So I was thinking, I've got my Zebstrika, which has got Sap Sipper, right? So it's going to have to use a normal type move. That's my only option. So now I'm going to go for the Flame Charge. I reckon 2 Flame Charges are going to be enough to actually take this out. And then Sawsbuck uses a Normalium Z. I'm like, oh, what is this coming? Is this going to be like is it going to be a status one? Is it going to come off, is it going to come off like double edge? And now it's going to go for the Breakneck Blitz. I'm like, yeah, this is probably going to come off double edge. Now, look at this Z move, guys. I love how it actually tucks its head in with the taunts. It looks crazy. So anyone going to get smashed by that, and that is going to take me out in one shot. Damn, I was so close there to the ultimate clutch. Hope you guys enjoyed both these battles. Check out those bloopers. Peace.